Employee wellness is one of our main pillars here, especially in a town like Bellingham where health and happiness in the great outdoors is so key. We need certain things to make sure people are safe and people are happy here. Offering health benefits attracts talent. It creates careers, and Health Choice made it possible for a lot of people to keep their trusted doctors. When I saw Health Choice and saw that it was connected with the AWB, I knew that we'd have someone rooting for us. When you know that your Health Choice program is connected with an organization that has your interests in mind. Health Choice is a feel-good plan, and I'm happy that we chose it.
If you're a business owner looking for a great healthcare plan for your employees, visit ProPointServices.com. Health Choice Trust is sponsored by the Association of Washington Business.
All right, we're on Facebook Live. Thanks to Michael. Thanks for that, Michael. The Ron and Don Show on KIRO Radio. I'll turn to Ron now and say, Ron, what are we talking about here?
What are we talking about
What
here?
are we talking about?
What are we talking about here?
All right, so let's talk about the wall again. Why doesn't this story just go away? Because a little over 40% of Americans now support the idea. While it's tempting to go into all the obvious flaws in this plan, including how Mexico was going to pay for it and the fact that much of the land in question is privately owned, let's step back and consider the concept for a moment. Clearly, the idea of a physical wall along the southern border of the United States is resonating with a lot of people. But why? There seems to be several factors driving this thing. The drive to feel safe, a desire to keep criminals out of the country, and a fear of losing jobs to illegals. To me, the common flaw in all of these arguments is that human beings are really bad at understanding large numbers. When a crime committed by a, quote, illegal alien, many people immediately put themselves into that narrative. What if that crime happened to me or someone I loved? That'd be horrible. We can't have it. Same thing for when you hear a story about someone losing their job or their property getting stolen. When you frame it up in terms of a bad thing that you want to avoid, making the leap to a wall starts to make sense. I don't want this bad thing to happen. If we just keep out the people who do these bad things, then the threat is gone. No more bad things. So build the wall. Only that's not really how the world works, is it? Negative things are not created only by one group of people that happen to speak Spanish. That one crime or that one job is not the only crime, and it's not the only job. It's really hard to conceptualize what 325 million Americans look like. Unless you're a criminologist, you really don't know how many crimes are happening on a day-to-day basis. Well, it's a lot. Are there crimes being committed by people that came over the southern border? Of course there are. But which group do you think commits more crimes? The 12 to 15 million estimated illegals or the 325 million legal residents? It's not natural or easy for most people to think about an incident as a percentage of the whole, then be able to understand if it's significant or not to the whole country. So would spending billions of dollars to build a wall on the southern border solve a national emergency? Probably not. Especially if you believe, like the majority of Americans, that said emergency doesn't actually exist. Would it make some people feel safer? Maybe. Is it worth the money spent? I guess only you can answer that for yourself. For me, the clear answer is no.
All right, coming up tonight, we will hear the president's 8-minute. It'll be interesting if he keeps it to 8 minutes because he's supposed to speak from the Oval Office about what Ron was just talking about for 8 minutes, and then there's supposed to be an 8-minute rebuttal. But a lot of times when he freestyles, and you see this happen in the evening hours a lot because that's typically when he's traveling, starts freestyling, it could go 18 minutes, 28 minutes, 108 minutes. Who knows?
It'll be hard. Sometimes when he doesn't have an audience, though, it's when he has a live audience, he really feeds off it.
Yeah.
We'll see if he's in front of a prompter. Same energy. I don't know.
All right, we'll find out. So make sure you're listening coming up here tonight on KIRO Radio. And if you have some thoughts, text us. The online Radio Cat text line's open at 98973. Ron and Don's Top 5 at 5 is next. It's Ron and Don on KIRO.